Everybody good tonight?
Oh yeah, man. Gucci, man. How about you, man? How
Yeah,
about
I'm
you,
good,
Brody?
man. I'm good, man. Ready to get into these good, stimulating conversations, man. Put these knowledge on these good people real quick.
That's right, that part. That's how. I mean, that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? All the time.
We're gonna let the people come on up in here, man. We might as well already start talking about a question right now. So when they come up in here, they hear
All
what
right.
we got going on, man.
What you got for me, man?
Let's start off with the question you was talking about.
Okay, basically, my aspect on what I think the meaning of life is, right?
Right.
So basically, if I can try to put it in a nutshell, I would say that just imagine you standing in front of a large chessboard, right? It's you and whoever your higher power is. And basically every piece and every move on the chessboard is putting you in different situations and scenarios so you could gain certain virtues and lessons as you go through life, right?
All right.
This, in this life, you might be rich or famous, and you don't have no struggles of money because last life you might have been poor or whatever. So no, I believe every time you reincarnate and do it over, it's set up so you could pick up different things along the way. And you need all these things at the end of the day to be able to ascend to your higher power. So to kind of put it cut and dry, it's basically like you're a director of your own movie. You kind of I see stuff as most things is pre-planned. I'm not saying stuff can't change along the way, but it's basically like you're a director and the actor in your own movie, basically.
Facts.
So
So like when it comes to like so what you think about the afterlife? What you believe that will happen in the afterlife?
as far as afterlife goes, to me personally, I don't really believe in the heaven and hell aspect.
Okay. Okay.
Because I mean, really, if you really think about it, you can't believe in reincarnation and heaven and hell. That's
Right.
two
Right.
that's two totally different components. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So basically, if just for the sake of argument, say heaven and hell is real,
Right.
that would mean basically the purpose of this life is just to go through life being nice and make sure you do the right thing, and you basically you live and you die, and that's pretty much the end of it. I believe it's deeper meaning, and it's just more aspects than just basically living and dying.
Right. I actually believe in that. I believe what you firmly saying because I believe when it comes to the afterlife, it's your own perception. Like say like if you believe in reincarnation, it's gonna happen. If you do believe in that heaven or hell, like it's whatever you make it. So you know what I'm saying? I believe what I believe. I believe like when you do pass, at least I can't really think that far because we're just human. We can't think that far. But I believe that you have a choice if you want to come back or if not. We are just ascended energy. You feel me? And you could just be an energy just going through the ethers and you ain't never coming back. You know what I'm saying? But energy never dissipates. It
Right.
always stays. You get what I'm saying? And that's what
Right.
I believe about the afterlife. Because I hear what you're saying about that whole heaven and hell crap. You know what I'm saying? But y'all work with us here, man. When we trying to say that, like what we saying, you just got to think deeper than that. It's a deeper meaning. We all energy, and we are the universe. The universe is from within. You get what I'm saying? We all are one. We all connected consciousness. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly. Because I mean, if you really think about it, one of the quotes is he's everywhere and anywhere at the same time. And to me, the only way that can be possible is if he's the people itself.
Fact.
You know what I mean? So that's
Yes,
pretty much
sir.
the only way that's even possible. So
Right.
like I said, man, it's crazy because and another thing about death, like I had a sister that passed back in 2020, not too long ago in a car crash, right?
My condolences.
I appreciate it. My thing, the way I see death is I just started to look at people as life lessons instead of just merely people, right? So when somebody important does pass, instead of being frustrated or mad or sad that they passed, I just try to be happy that I was able to get the lesson in the first place.
Oh, okay. Can you elaborate more on that?
Everybody you meet in this lifetime, or the next or your past lifetime, no matter what short amount of time, I see it as you're going to pick up some kind of knowledge from that person, right?
Right.
And you don't even necessarily have to speak to him, right? You could see a homeless guy on the side of the street with no money or food, and even if you don't talk to him, you'll think, man, I don't want to end up like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
basically, that's just a lesson for you to keep striving and to better yourself before you end up in a situation like that. So
Right. Right.
I
Right.
just look at all people, as life lessons, whether it's good or bad. And the funny thing about that is some of the bad lessons that we think we get, we just see it as negative because we feel like it's bad. But sometimes the after effects are way worse.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you this question. I like how you said that. So, do you believe in good and evil, or do
I
you
do too.
believe that, it's actually it goes hand in hand? You can't have good without evil.
I believe you have to have a perfect balance, right?
Facts.
Because
Facts.
like I stated in the chat one day, something that you think is good, I might be bad. Let me give you a perfect example of why I don't believe in karma, whether good or bad, right? Not to say too much about it, but my girl, her brother is a recovering drug addict that just
Well,
did 6 years in jail, right?
that's
And he went in basically right before the fentanyl hit the street and got real bad or whatever. And she says, my girl says that it was good karma that he went in when he did because he didn't
right.
get wrapped up in all of it and end up dying or ODing or whatever. Now,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, if me and you were to ask him if him going to jail is good karma, what would you think he would say?
Hell nah.
Of course not. See, that's why I said it's all like you said, it's all up to the perception of the person. So what you think
Facts.
is good, I might think is bad. So
Right, right. Because I feel what you're saying. Because it's like, shoot, some like everything happens for a reason. You get what I
right,
mean? Everything happens for a reason. I feel like, like you said, because that man went into jail, your life was saved. You pretty much dodged the whole fentanyl type thing. You feel me? He may not see that, but I'm like, nah, you got out. You a better person now. That was for the good. That was for you. You needed to go through that life journey. You get what I'm saying? Just like you
exactly.
said, I may not see that as all that's bad because a lot of people see that okay, you went to prison or you went to county. Now that's all bad news. Nah, sometimes people need that. You get
Right,
what I'm
right,
saying? Sometimes, like you said, like it does get that individual off the street. Now that individual is clean. Individual came out a lot more smarter. Now that individual knows how to move. At least I hope so. You get what I'm saying?
right. So I
Right.
mean, supposedly left jail is supposed to be some kind of rehabilitation, but we all know like most of the time that stuff messes you up more than it does any good.
Facts. Hey man, y'all say what's up to my boy Joe, man. He
Oh
tapping
yeah,
in, man.
tap
Say
in. Say
say
what's up
what's
with
up,
What's up,
Joe,
man.
chat?
man.
What's up, chat? How
Yeah, man.
everybody doing tonight?
Yeah, how y'all doing, man? LBC, Tanja, Diana. Yeah, we got this interview, man. Y'all say what's up to Joe, man. Y'all say what's up to Ray too, man.
What's up, man?
Yes, sir.
How y'all doing, man?
Now you got a question for me, Joe?
I do. We had a conversation not too long ago about the reality of time.
Okay. Let's go back to that.
Right. That's one man. That's one of my favorite issues, bro. I can't even lie to you.
All right.
Now that we got you, we sitting right here face to face on the chat. What are your deepest thoughts on the realization of time?
I feel like I can't really put my finger on it. I just feel like time is what you make it. But I feel like you can't have life without time. You know what I'm saying? How do you explain age? And what is age? You know what I'm saying? What
Right.
I can't really put my finger on what I'm trying to say is uh how do I say this? I just feel like the world is the universe is made of numbers.
Right.
Without numbers there would be no time. So how will
Right.
we explain numbers? You get what I'm saying?
Right. I will ask you this question first. Like you said, time is something that is essential to human life.
Right.
But I mean, what did they do before clocks were invented?
They
Was time still
use what was that?
was time still going in? When clocks weren't invented yet, or
That's a damn. That's a good question. I don't.
you
I don't
know?
know what. That's what they created, right?
Right.
They would use what the Mayans would use calendars, sundials, and things of that nature, and that's when numbers came along. So, and numbers is what created by us, right? We made
Exactly.
numbers.
Yep.
Ooh, you got me with that one. You got
Yep.
me with that one. Okay,
And
maybe
see,
you're
and
right.
this is another thing which really throws me off about time. If time is such a essential foundation of human life, how is it that the calendar has been and time has been changed so many times throughout mankind?
Right. Yeah, you got me beat on that one, man.
You know, like I mean, just think about something like daylight savings time, right? I was when I
Right.
honestly growing up, I was just always brought up to think like as far as school wise that okay, at this certain point in time, it goes back 2 hours, and at a certain point in time, it goes up an hour, right? But then
Mm,
if you really do your research on it, you'll find out that in 1918, that was something that was made up to conserve energy in those times.
facts.
True.
Why we still
Facts.
do it now, I have no idea, right?
Right.
The only comparable thing I can think the reason why we still do it now is so they could get more man hours as far as work wise in the wintertime.
Mm,
They get
yeah,
more work out.
it's pretty much for the basically for the farmers. You know what I mean, for the crops, and then like I think other times I don't even know if it worked like that, but it's just weird. Like it's like you right about that about time because it's like okay, if time is simultaneously going right, and you can't change it, right? How are
Right.
we able to go? How are we able to go backwards and forward? You get what I'm saying?
Exactly. And
How
see,
are we able to do that?
you really can't weigh and measure the time because, like I said, this civilization we had 13 months.
Mm-hmm. I heard that.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, 1582 Pope Gregory the 13th, I believe, he changed the New Year's date from April 1st to January 1st, right?
Oh.
But
Mm-hmm.
see, there was still a bunch of people that was celebrating it on April 1st still, and so they celebrated so much that they start calling them fools, hence the April Fool's Day.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
I
So I
remember
mean, like I said, they have switched and changed time so much throughout mankind that if we really wanted to, we couldn't really tell you exactly what time, what day, what year it is.
Right.
exactly.
Right. Right. Right.
Nobody knows.
It's basically just a man-made instrument used to measure the time between moments.
Facts. I like that. I'm gonna have to go ahead and stand on your side with that one, man. I mean, I don't think time exists, man. And if it do, we ain't on the right time. We ain't never
Right.
been.
Because I mean, if you think about it, if you read the Bible, people of the Bible live to be 7, 8, 900 years.
Facts.
But our life expectancy is maybe what, 70, 75.
Facts. Uh-huh.
Dude,
Exactly.
that's a major drop off in life expectancy. So like, dude, there's no telling what time we really in. They tell us
Right.
anything. Just we, for the most part, we run with it because we were taught in school to basically work, go to work and be slaves, and go home, work 50 years, and that's it. Next man up.
So ask me this though. So back to the time. So do you think that in today's society, like our folks and our folks, do you think that time is or history is repeating itself due to
Oh,
the
most definitely, most definitely. I'll give you a prime example. Everybody remembers what happened in 2020, right?
right?
COVID,
Mm-hmm.
right?
COVID, right?
Now, if you go back 100 years to 1920, they had the Spanish flu, which pretty much was the same thing as COVID, wiped people out around the world. Now, I can't say in 1820 they did the same thing, but I just thought it was a coincidence that literally 100 years later, basically the same thing happened again.
Right. And if you go even further back, you got the Black Plague.
Exactly. You got the bubonic plague and all that kind of crazy stuff. So when the guys was wearing the long noses and all that crazy type of shit. So
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
man, it's just all crazy, dude. It's all crazy.
Because
And
I was
another
talking.
thing,
No, go ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No,
Go ahead.
go ahead. I cut you off. Go ahead.
Not to switch topics or nothing, but I think another thing we should touch on is whether more technology is better.
All right. Okay. Okay. Let me hear your answer first. What you think
Well,
about
I'll give you an example. They say that Gen Z, which is I think is people born between 1997 and 2012, They said that's one of the most depressed generations of like all time.
They was grown off of technology.
Exactly. So my thing is, with more technology comes less human contact.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Because like I'm 38, so back in the day, if I had a book report, I literally had to get up, go to the library, talk to the librarian, get the encyclopedia. Like it
Mm-hmm.
was 3, 4, 5 people you had to go through, so you had to interact with people. We couldn't just pull out a phone and pull
Right.
Google up, and you know what I mean. So like I
Mm-hmm.
said, I just believe with more technology, it's going to be less human contact.
Facts. I believe that too, and I believe that in it's going like I believe movies. You know what I mean? Don't just be movies. I feel like they be telling you stuff, and people just be blind to the facts. They like iRobot, man. That ain't no goofy movie. You get what I'm
No,
saying?
it ain't. No, it ain't.
You
It
know
ain't.
what I'm
Neither.
saying? Like
Here's the Matrix.
either is the Matrix. That's the main thing right there. You got to. I tell people to watch the Matrix all the time. The first one tells you everything you need to know. And I believe that. I honestly believe that they're gonna turn us into a human battery over time. They're gonna harness our energy.
I see that. I see that's most definitely. That's 100% possible.
Hmm.
That's
And I
100% possible.
and when it comes to technology, I don't believe it's good because it's like I seen a video not long ago, and it's like they had it was just a video of people holding their phones, but they had blacked out the phones or something like that. They made it invisible, and it's just this how we look. Everybody, everybody pretty much senseless zombies.
It could
You
be a
feel?
bomb dropping on our head, and we wouldn't know because we got our head down in the phone.
Facts. Facts. So yeah, do I believe technology is good? I mean, I how do I say this? I'm gonna say yeah, but I'm gonna say no at the same time. I'm definitely gonna lean on no because with all that chat GBT and the AIs and all that other stuff, it's getting scary out here, man. They already talking about replacing us with robots because they ain't gotta pay them and they don't
Man, look,
complain.
robots don't need no PTO. They don't need
Nope,
no days off. They don't take
nope.
smoke breaks. They don't go to the restroom. They don't got to eat lunch. I mean,
So
if you were a businessman, why not?
all right. So okay, I mean, I ain't trying to. We gotta watch what we say on here because YouTube be kind of wilding. But Elon Musk, like, what you think about that individual?
Without saying too much,
Yeah, without saying too much.
he's different.
Good answer. Good
He's
answer.
different. He's different in a way that we aren't.
So do you believe in extraterrestrials and things of that nature?
I mean, dude, you have to. It's like it's too many accounts of the same thing, bro. And I'm a big believer in like if it's millions of people saying it, then it has to be at least some truth to it. Even if it's not a lot, it has to be some truth to it.
Hmm. I believe Elon's he ain't from this planet, man. He ain't from this planet.
What, Elon Musk?
Yeah, I don't believe he human, bro.
He's the type of dude in the universe, bro.
Right.
He's like like half alien, half human.
You got another question? You got another question for me, or did you still want to elaborate on that technology question?
Man, if technology, you just gotta sit back and think like how advanced it is now. And to be honest, what I really think about technology is we get the technology 20, 30 years after they come up with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like this
Exactly.
stuff.
No, exactly. Like every like I already know that everything that's being brought to us that we've already had. We've already had this. It's just we wasn't ready for that. You get me? And this is why it's coming out now. So I already know they've been had CGI, they've been had floating cars or whatever and all that. It's just they just never released it to us. They had all that stuff. They had all that stuff.
Already
Of
built.
course. I mean, look, what Back to the Future 2 came out in like 89
Yeah,
or
like
something like that.
uh-huh.
When I
And
was
they
born.
showing us all this futuristic stuff, and they just expect us to believe that some writer in the room came up with all that. Man, this is stuff that they already seen already.
Oh, yes, sir.
And
It's
what
stuff
you
they
think?
already
What
seen
do
already.
what do you believe is behind the walls of Area 51?
I believe Area 51 is a throw off of something even more massive.
Interesting. Just distraction. You believe it's just nothing there?
I believe Area 51 is just a simple military base. It's probably what's under Area 51 is the major aspect of that is.
So why don't they let you fly drones or let you even get close to the place?
I mean, well, besides it's basically government property. I believe if you were to fly a drone over there for any reason, I believe they would immediately come pick you up.
Right, because you're not allowed to even fly a plane over that mug. You can't fly over the thing.
Let me ask you this question: What are you guys' thoughts on Antarctica?
Oh, the ice walls?
Yeah, ice walls.
Oh yeah, that. Oh yeah, I seen the maps and everything, man. Oh, there's all kinds of things beyond that ice wall. You know what I'm saying? I believe when people talk about outer space, they misconstrued the word outer space. I believe that behind the ice walls, it's the outer space. You understand? And there is a lot of things like what we ain't used to, as in there's all kinds of different types of like species walking around, this and that. There may be dinosaurs over there. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if you think about it, dude, as many wars and famine and as this world seen in humanity, but for some reason, every country in the world agrees on this one thing:
What's that?
to keep people out of Antarctica.
Yeah.
I mean, come on now. Every country in the world agrees on this one thing. It has to be something there. It's like I like to tell people, it's only a conspiracy theory if you have zero proof of it actually being real.
Unless it's been proven or shown.
Oh man, it don't even gotta be proven. You just gotta do your research, man.
What you think about the government controlling the weather?
Oh, that's easy, man. They been had their hand dipped into society. Like everything's always gonna be controlled. That's their main goal, is to control chemtrails, whatever. I don't even believe in the weather. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? I don't
Right.
believe in the weather. I don't believe in the, what's that little machine called that they got where it can predict the weather or whatever.
I know they got the machine that controls the weather called CERN. I think it's called CERN, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. I
But
honestly feel like whenever they want it to rain, whenever they want a catastrophe to happen, which is why these catastrophes that's been happening, you know what I'm saying, in certain areas where it's not supposed to,
right.
That's them
Right.
dabbling with that on purpose.
Hell,
You know
I'll even say they did that with Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah. And then
I
what's
mean,
the other
come
one?
on.
Hurricane Sandy?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I believe they've been controlling the weather for a while now.
But why do you think so? Why do you think that? Why do you think that they're controlling the weather?
Because they actually televised the whole CERN machine. Basically, I think what it does is like it takes some kind of special molecules and they can actually target where they want the rain clouds to go.
Mm-hmm.
Right, with something like that, I mean, that's basically controlling the weather. When you could say, okay, I want a storm cloud in St. Louis and make a tornado come out the damn sky, you basically controlling the weather.
Oh, Gorilla said CERN trying to play God. No, that's what they doing. Exactly. That's exactly what they doing.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Exactly.
Now go ahead, Joe. You could read some of these comments, man, and you could start answering a little bit of these people's comments, man.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad, y'all. How y'all doing, man? We was having our little conversation, but we answering questions too in the chat, y'all. We reading the chat too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, those people think they can play with nature, and nature is going to revolt.
They can make it rain in Dubai. I saw not too long ago when Dubai flooded.
Mm-hmm.
That place never gets rain.
Never. Dubai? I've been there.
Yeah, no, never.
I've been there.
Hey, why don't they really let you in Dubai like that? I heard like when you go to Dubai, like it's like different. Like you gotta have a job, but they pay for everything else. Like everybody works, but they pay for everything for y'all or something like that. Is that
I
true?
mean, I could imagine that being that's one of the most the richest spots in the world. Like
Because I
people do
heard
all
you
kind of
can't.
crazy stuff.
I heard you can't go there and just vacate, right? Is that true?
I don't think so. It's a lot of stuff you can do and can't do in Dubai. You can't argue out in public.
That's
Man, they
true.
got some crazy laws out there. They'll take your ass to jail quick out there.
4 times.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to 4 times.
You been to Dubai?
No, no, I heard about it. I just heard and read about shit. I wish, dude.
Right, same here. What she
No,
say? Ice been to Dubai to visit, but yeah, they don't have income tax if you live there. Okay.
I've
I
been
don't
to
think every country has an income tax.
Nah,
No, they don't.
we like the main country that
Yeah.
got that shit to the
California,
max.
Most definitely, most
yes.
definitely.
To
Up
the
the
max.
ass, maximum.
Who you think the next country is that be taxing like that, just like we do?
Probably, if I had to pick, I would probably say Canada, maybe.
Canada, yeah, because they
Canada.
are next door neighbors. Yep.
Right, right. So
They're rich too. And Canadian people are rich as fuck too. Or China.
So why you think our country's so broke?
because we put all our money in the war,
Right.
they put
And why?
trillions of dollars in the war.
What do you think about the Federal Reserve?
I believe it's the Federal Reserve is nothing what everybody really thinks the Federal Reserve is. I believe the Federal Reserve is ran by a couple families, a couple different families actually.
Mm-hmm. I think it's four big families, right?
Yeah.
Uh, I think it's four or five. I'm not
So
gonna name them on here, of course, but
yeah.
the people that the people that know the people that know.
So do you believe that the Federal Reserve is just to keep the rich rich and the poor poor?
Oh, most definitely, man. You couldn't imagine the amount of people they had offed because they didn't want to join the central banking system, dude.
Mm,
Like a lot of events in history, they make it seem like it was for one reason, but it was really for another one. I'll give you an example: the Abe Lincoln execution.
Oh yeah,
mm-hmm.
Abraham Lincoln. Yeah.
They lead us to think that he was killed because he was so with us and against ending slavery, but at the end of the day, he didn't want to join that central banking system,
Right.
so they got him out of there.
Got him out of there, yup.
Yeah.
Why you think they executed him for? Just due to because he wanted to end slavery?
Because he didn't want to go to they he didn't want to he didn't think that America needed to be part of the central banking system, which the central banking system pretty much controls the monetary system of the whole world basically. And he
Right.
didn't want America to be a part of that at that time. So they made it to where he didn't have an opinion.
Facts. Facts. Hell yeah. And what I was going to say, what was I about to say here?
Hey man, shout out to Cali too, man. I appreciate y'all having me tonight, man.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
man.
Joe,
California
anytime,
stand
bro,
up, man.
anytime, bro.
Yeah.
Anytime,
And
bro.
shout out to Memphis, Big Bang
Memphis.
I
Memphis,
appreciate it,
man.
man. We appreciate it. We
Yes,
appreciate it.
sir.
Yeah, we
Yes,
rock with y'all,
sir.
man. Y'all know the deal.
But see, the actual thing about me was, granted, I think I grew up in Memphis, but I was originally born in DC.
You see?
Oh, okay.
That's what that was.
How'd you did you grow up in DC?
Yeah, I grew up in DC and I moved to Memphis when I was 7.
Oh, okay. Okay. So how's it out there in Memphis? How's the living situation? How's the taxes? How's everything? Is it just like over here?
Like California.
No, hell no, bro. It's not a whole bunch of states that's like Cali as far as like how high y'all shit is. Like, I'm hearing shit like pack of cigarettes out there where y'all at like 15, 16 bucks for one pack.
Oh, that's like $20.
So
Yeah. Yes,
Like
sir.
I mean, I had a forklift job not too long ago. Shit was paying like $24 an hour. So I mean, I guess that's pretty good money.
That's good.
I mean, it is, but it ain't. You know what I'm saying? The more you make, the more they take. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. You know how that Uncle Sam gonna get his slice first before you get
Oh, for
yours.
sure. For sure, because I see it as like somebody bragging about they $24 an hour versus that individual who makes $19 an hour. And then when y'all get y'all paychecks, it's the same equivalence of you making what that $19 an hour individual is making. You get
Exactly.
what I'm saying? Yeah, you
I
may
mean,
get a lot back more in taxes, but I mean, they take it from you, man.
oh, most
And
definitely. That's what people don't understand. Like, it's good to make a lot, but hell, the more you make, the more you're gonna get taxed.
right. And then the
Unless
way
you're
I
like
see,
one of those multi-billion-dollar corporations that don't get taxed.
hmm? So what you think? You think the families they don't get taxed, huh?
Oh, most definitely not. I mean, they too good at taxing us. Why would they tax themselves?
So well, how do you think if the system crashed and we went back to trading and all that, no money, because that shit ain't worth nothing.
Man, I'll tell you something. The system won't even have to crash. They could just cut off debit cards and credit cards.
Hey Joe, I'm going to work, my boy. Have a good night, bro.
You
Thank
too,
you.
man. Take it easy, boss.
Yeah, what was you
For
say?
example, just say if they were to cut off the internet, dude, that would send everything into complete chaos.
Really think so?
Oh, I know so. With this generation that don't know nothing else but the internet, oh, of course.
Of course. What he said, gold stocks would skyrocket. Yeah, that part. That's what a lot of people don't understand. Gold and silver is worth more than diamonds. You know what I'm saying? Because the fluctuation either goes up or down, but it never goes out of value ever. And a diamond will go out of value.
And you can man make a diamond, you can't man make gold.
Facts. You can't.
So
Hmm. What do you say? Communities buy, sell, trade. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, we probably wouldn't even be able to get back to that because of the fact back to what Joe was saying about what do I think about technology going up. That's the whole problem. Everybody's gonna crash and burn because they ain't gonna know what to do. And
we
and
too
how fast
dependent on it now.
and how yeah, exactly. And how fast do you really think that people are gonna start going wild? It's gonna turn into the book of Eli out here.
Probably within the first 7, 8 days.
Exactly. That's what I thought too. Exactly what I thought too, man. And I'm telling you, man, what would you do? What would you do if it happened? What's your
Yeah,
first option? What you gathering up? What you trying to do? You got your family, you got your lady. What you trying to do to survive? What you doing? What are you grabbing first?
fuel,
Ooh, good. You know what
fuel.
I would?
Because go ahead. I'm
No, go
sorry.
ahead. Go. No. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm
I
cutting you
mean,
off.
if I was so lucky to have a generator, like the last thing you would want to be without is electricity. And with fuel, you got electricity, you got gas, you can do a number of things with a generator. So yeah, fuel will probably be the first thing I would get. What about yourself?
Now I would take a page out of, like I said, the book of Eli. Out of all the things, I mean, I would want and guns, whatever. But the main thing I would want that's gonna have value is water.
Oh, most definitely.
I would want water over everything because if you got water, you got control because the body needs water.
Yeah.
You could do without electricity. You can do without certain things. You know what I'm saying? But water is essential. Water and food. Water and
Yeah.
food.
Yeah. And see the reason I didn't say water or food, because say if you were for whatever reason to get an abundance of water and food, if that were to get out, that will basically make you the main target of everybody in that area.
Of course, of course.
So,
But then again, if you able to, well, shit. I mean, I can't say that, but I was gonna say unless you get yourself a community that's willing to protect, because you supplying them water. Because I mean, you are gonna be the man. I mean, that's gonna be the next currency. Get
right,
me?
right. I
So
believe if that was the case, as far as us grouping up and doing stuff, I believe we would be already doing that now.
facts.
We
What did
can't do it
Gorilla
now while
Gospel
we
say?
got everything. So I know we ain't gonna be able to do it when we ain't got nothing.
Facts, facts. He said food, water, fuel, and water first for survival. Okay. Okay. What if you said mineral water for better hydration, but where you gonna get that mineral water from though?
Right. It's not like you're gonna walk into Walmart and go buy a case.
Yeah, nah, because by the time you go to Walmart, the place gonna be broken down. Ain't gonna be no water, ain't gonna be none of that. No toilet paper, none of that. And when that all runs out, then where you gonna go? Where you gonna get your source from?
It's basically gonna turn us into the Walking Dead without the zombies.
Without the zombies. Without the zombies. What do you think about that one thing that they had not too long ago? It was a while back though, but they had a drug though that was supposedly turning people into flesh-eating zombies. I don't know if that was real or not. It was
Man,
at this
dude,
one place these people was eating on people and stuff.
was that something they were smoking?
Yeah. It was some type of drug, and it was like, I mean, they say quote unquote like zombies, but they was pretty much eating your flesh, man. They was trying to eat you.
First of all, my first thought is what will put it in your mind? First of all, how can you know the after effects of something like that and still do it anyway? That's my first thought.
Right, right. I
Like I'm not
believe
gonna go in there. I'm not gonna go in there and roll this doobie up. If I knew that after I got through half of it, I'm gonna go start fucking eating people.
oh
Like,
God. For real though, for real.
no, and that's crazy work, dude. I couldn't. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
See, so I feel like it depends on where you live, right? I'm close to nowhere. That may the place to be. Hmm.
I mean, like,
It's
say
like, are
if
you
you, if you were somewhere on the ocean, that's still. I mean, that's massive water, but that wouldn't really help you because you can't drink it anyways.
can't? I mean, can't you convert it into drinking water? No,
Can you convert? I don't think you can convert ocean water into drinking water. I don't think so. Yeah, yeah. And supposedly it would dehydrate you faster than not drinking water at all.
right, 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 right. Hmm. You got a question you want to say to the chat? If you want to ask them, or if you want to read some of these comments to answer, you're more welcome to, brother.
Okay, okay. I see New York don't have a state tax, it's only income tax. Yeah. But I heard that state tax was pretty steep though. You can purify
Mm-hmm.
ocean water, it just takes a fair bit of energy. Well, I wouldn't think that in the time of crisis you wouldn't have the the tools accessible to turn ocean water to regular water in the first place.
Gonna be dehydrated. And where you gonna get the tools if you don't have them at the moment? Where you gonna get the tools to purify it or do all that extra with it?
Yeah, you ain't going into Lowe's or Harbor Freight or none of that. That's gonna be over with. Those places gonna be bare already.
He said you can purify ocean water naturally. How is that? How so?
That might be some new technology.
Right. I mean, that goes back to the technology, man.
I don't. Hey, I'm not
That
saying that I know every technology out there. Hell, you learn something new every day.
facts, facts. What's going on, Justin? Said not laughing. It says wait, how you say that word? Desanilation technology. I think that's what he said.
No, I never heard of that one. I'm gonna have to look that one up.
I'm definitely gonna have to look that one up myself. It's like we all need to start a community at Homestead, build it now. So what you think? So what you think about life on a whole? Like, do you prefer to live in the city or just live like how we all living, or would you want to go off the grid? But going off the grid though is you ain't really going off the grid. Do that make
Right.
sense?
Right. Well, to be honest, dude, I've lived a little bit of both because I'm trying to get the exact year. I think it was 2014. I moved up to Cedar Rapids, Iowa for a couple months. And if you know anything about Iowa, that's definitely not like big city. It's not a lot of big cities. It's a couple college towns, but it's not a lot of big cities. So I've stayed in the city. I think the furthest out west I stayed was Phoenix. I stayed in Phoenix for a couple months. If I had to pick though, I guess I'm so used to the city life. I probably have to go city. Yeah, most definitely, most definitely.
Right. Because I'm saying people be saying I'll live off the grid, woo whoop, and obviously satellites and everything is, you know, connected to your phone and all this and all that, right? So it's like, how are you really living off the grid when it's like they got their nose underneath what you got going on? They allowing you to live off the grid. I'm like, ain't no such thing in the world. Ain't no such thing in the world or any place that land you sitting on has not been owned by somebody,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. Exactly. That's just. I mean, I'm not saying all sense is common, but I mean that's just kind of that's kind of common sense. Um, man, I just like to read and I like to talk to a lot of like-minded people.
Like he said, great minds think alike, which is why we are sitting here today. You know what I'm saying? We trying to stimulate y'all minds, and we like to know where y'all minds is too. You know what I'm saying? It's not always about just partying and drinking. Nah, man. I told y'all, man. Like looks and all that shit fade, man. But knowledge is forever, man. Learn something while you sitting there doing nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? Thing of all everybody was of melanin, as in the indigenous people. Like some of the people, like yeah, I don't believe every African American or whatever y'all want to call it or American is from Africa. You get what I'm saying? I don't believe that. A lot of us come from actual native Indians. There's a lot of melanin tone Indians. You know what I'm saying? Even over there in Asia, even over there in all over, man, all over. You know what I'm saying? And half
Like for example, they got these big slave ships that hold 3-4 thousand slaves, right? But supposedly, like almost 3/4 of the people were dying on the way, right? So I mean, financially, I mean, technically, in a financial aspect, that wouldn't even make sense to do. So I mean, like, yeah, yeah.
over all those kind of waters. You know what I'm talking about? Without crashing and burning. You get what I'm saying?
And from my
And
understanding,
go
that
not
wasn't a 2 or 3 day trip. That was like maybe a week or two long trip.
all right.
And last time I checked, people can't go 2 weeks without eating. So
History, I feel like history just altogether is just it's just a lie. It's a big lie.
to his story, they could tell us whatever they want and document it and say, okay, this is what happened at this certain time. Just for like example, they say Christopher Columbus found America. Then they say is this Americo? His name is Americo Vespucci or some shit like that. But now then they were saying he found it. So I mean, dude, we heard so much stuff. And if you really think about it, there's stuff that you really need to know. They don't even teach you in school.
Black owners that black own black slaves. A lot of sir.
They wouldn't tell you that. You got to think about it. Like they're not going to do something to uplift you as a people. They're going to just do whatever to try to disintegrate whatever you got going.
Ask away, man. Yeah, we know it keep freezing, man. It's the YouTube, man. So y'all just gotta work with us, man. We almost done with this interview. We had to get my boy Joe up on here, man. Very smart individual, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir, man. I love it, man. I love it. It's like there was. Hey, can you read Gorilla Gospels?
And African American are the last names of two white people.
Names of
Well,
two white men.
I mean that last aspect, as far as most of the slaves having white last names, that's not an unbelievable aspect. Because if you think about it, we pretty much do. Like, I'm pretty sure there wasn't slaves
Mm-hmm.
named Smith or Williams or you
Right,
know.
right. It's stormy here too, y'all. G. It's a great combo, Wavy. Yeah, it's a lovely combo. Very intellectual. I love it, man. He said you can go a while without eating up to a month, but water only a handful of days. I think you only got about what 3 days
Yeah, I think about 3 or 4 days before you die,
before your body
dehydration.
go. Uh huh. Like I said, y'all got more questions for Joe, man. Y'all ask away, man. Don't be shy.
What do you think about the current state of healthcare these days?
I believe healthcare is oh man, oh man, that's a touchy topic. Hey, YouTube for entertainment purposes only. But I believe healthcare is nothing but bullshit. I believe anybody in the medical field is just doing what they supposed to do and they following by suit because then that brings in big pharma. You get what I'm saying?
I'm glad you brought that up, dude, because I remember at what exact year. It's one of those families that we were talking about earlier. Went to all the major medical schools and basically told them that, if you don't stop teaching this aspect and instead of teaching this one, then I'll basically strip all your funding. So in essence, they basically came from actually teaching the healing to just medicine, and that's pretty much what we
Right.
stuck with today.
Right. Because I was like, I ain't got no problem with anybody in the medical field. Y'all are helping people, but y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all not really helping people. Y'all helping them to a certain extent, but that pharma man is what's keeping y'all under wraps, man. And that's like, cause ain't no way they tell you to take this prescription. You know what I'm saying? You should only be able to take this one time and it should heal you. But you got to continuously keep going, getting refills and refills after refills.
And dude, I've seen my grandma's, granddad's pill case, dude. It's no way possible one person should have 10, 11 prescriptions, dude. That's ridiculous.
Right. Taking 10 or 11 pills all at one time.
That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. He said healthcare for the lower class has been tampered with since the beginning to keep us down. That part.
Most
That
definitely, most definitely. Because if they truly heal you, I mean, what money is there in actually heal? Well, I don't know if I should say that, but it's really no money in actually helping somebody. They rather keep you medicated, so like you said, to get refill after refill after refill.
like it just goes back to the keeping the rich and the poor, man.
Most definitely, most definitely. Ultimately,
Ultimately,
we must educate ourselves. I use old remedies, honestly, in most cases. Matter of fact, those grandma and grandpa old remedies, a lot of those still work to this day.
I was gonna ask you that. What you believe about old remedies and stuff? Do you prefer old remedies over pharmaceuticals?
Um,
Or do you believe sometimes there's certain pharmaceuticals you might need? Or do you believe that like that just nature itself has given us everything that we need? It's just we've been dumbed down to it that it just reverts around a pill.
I believe that for the most part, if I had to choose, I would go with a homemade remedy. But in some aspects, some medicines may work faster.
Hmm.
You
Okay,
know,
that's
it's for example, say if they say, okay, we'll take a teaspoon of honey and mustard or whatever.
mm,
Ain't no telling how long that's gonna take to kick in. You take this BC, it's gonna be working in 10 minutes.
Mm.
You know what I
Mm.
mean? So I'm kind of half and half on that. You know, I believe I'm not going to say that some prescriptions aren't needed because sometimes there's no substitute for medicine. Sometimes,
Mm.
you know. So
So what do you believe in the health do you believe that sometimes if somebody's that close or they can be saved or on their way out the door, they just let them die? But they do it slowly though, but they try to make it seem like they helping an individual.
yeah, I do believe that, but I, I'm not sure if I should say the reason why I believe that, but I do believe
Hey,
that.
keep it PG, man.
Okay, okay. I believe they do that for the reason of cashing out on that person. You know, it's ways to make money after that person's gone.
Thanks.
Whether you selling something or
Now answer me this. Do you believe that when you become a doctor, do you believe that they have to low key? This kind of sound like some, I don't know, Illuminati bullshit, but do you believe that they have to go under oath and whatever they told, they follow suit?
most definitely I do.
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely I do. And if you think about it, they're put in a position to where they have to. I mean, just think about it. You go to college when you're 18.
Mm-hmm.
You do 4 years, and then what you do like another 8 to become a doctor.
Facts. Almost 8 to 10.
So that puts you at what 30 at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, at that time, you ain't got so much of your life invested in that in the doctoral services. You basically stuck doing whatever they want you to do. You don't have no choice at that point.
Mm-hmm. What do you
Not to
say?
mention you be making an ass load of money too. So
You said there's an oath doctors actually take. I'm pretty sure. I'm not. I'm. They take that with a grain of salt, but I'm pretty sure there's something that they gotta take. You know what I mean? When they receive this type of doctrine, you get me? Same as a police officer, etc., etc. Which is why police officers act the way they do. So, do you believe that cops is good? Do you believe cops was made
no,
for
I'm glad you brought that up. I told
good?
my girl that I told my girl that I was gonna find some kind of segue to bring my guy Tyree Nichols up. And since you brought up cops, this is my perfect time to bring him up.
Okay.
Tyree Nichols was he was a California skate kid that had moved to Memphis at the beginning of COVID.
I heard about that. Yeah.
And man, he was dude. When I say this kid was one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life, dude. He could be 100 feet away from you in the warehouse. If he seen you walk in, he would stop whatever he was doing just to come dap you up. Dude was like otherworldly nice. And me and him was in the smoke hole talking one Friday, and basically we were sitting up talking about the meaning of life. And the
Mm.
last thing that dude said before he got up and left was that he felt like once you did everything that you were supposed to do on this plane, then basically you would leave and or go to your higher power. And came in that Monday, we found out that the 5 police had beat him and basically put him in a coma.
Mm.
So yeah, they end up killing him. And the crazy thing about it that it was 5 black cops.
Mm. Mm.
So I mean, I was already kind of iffy with the police before that. So after that, I was definitely like, no,
So you don't
no,
trust
I
him?
can't. No,
Nah,
no,
in any shape or form, huh? Yeah, same here.
no, not at all, dude. Like they beating and killing too much of us for me to have any kind of trust in them.
Facts, facts, facts. Said, cheers, y'all. Got a peace out. Get some food in me. Okay, okay. Said what she Marissa said. My roommate, boyfriend, 32, and just coming out of school for doctor of genetics. He's just coming into real life. Man, you better ask that man. He probably can't even tell you though. Probably some unspoken thing. He probably can't even tell. I bet you that man took an oath. You
Man, yeah,
gotta
you.
take
I
an
believe
oath.
you got. Yeah, I believe you got to. I believe you got to. I think nurses got to take the same oath.
Right. What kind of oath you think they? What do you think they asking you? What do you think they trying to tell you?
What I would think the oath would be about is upholding their part as far as doing all they can for the patient to ensure their health. That's what I would
Mm,
think the oath would be. But I mean, I'm not in the room, when it's given, so ain't no telling what they tell them people back there.
man, man, oh man.
It,
Like I
it was
said,
no
man,
way. It was no way I could get out of high school and do another 12 years of school, dude. That's just crazy, dude.
that is crazy, bro. That's too much. You feel me? And why you gotta go? Well, shit. I guess you gotta learn the anatomy. How long you think it takes to learn the anatomy of the body?
I would think you would need the full 8.
Think so?
I would think you would need the full 8.
Hmm.
Because I mean, if that was the case and you didn't, hell, doctors will be coming out sooner than 12 years. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. She
I
said,
can't. In my personal opinion, I don't ever think, I might be wrong, but I can't recall one time in my life where I seen a doctor in their 20s.
never seen a doctor in their 20s.
You know,
Why
so
is they always older men all the
right,
time?
right.
Or,
And
or,
not that you
or
ain't gonna get out of school till you're 30 anyway. So
mm-hmm. Said Jay right though, hypocritical oath, do no harm. What you mean by that?
basically, I believe what he was saying was what I had touched on earlier, as far as their oath being that they will uphold the health of the patient. But
Mm, mm, mm.
that's neither here nor there, really.
Right. You got
How
any
how
more?
are the police out you guys' ways?
Huh?
How is the policing out there where you guys at?
Oh, it's the same. It's the
Same.
same. You can't. It's everywhere, bro. You can't. You don't know whether to trust them. Now, I'm not gonna not give them some leeway and say like, okay, I met a couple good cops, but for the most part, man, they nothing but a gang.
Well, I'm gonna give you a good analogy I heard one day. It's a reason why they got a song called F the Police, but they don't have one called F the Firefighters.
Interesting. Interesting.
I've never heard anything bad about a firefighter. I don't hear nothing but bad about police.
Right. It's like at least outwardly. It's like, yeah. I ain't never heard nothing about no fireman neither, man. Why you think that is?
I guess because firemen really aren't in a position to hurt people.
Hmm?
I mean, if you're running into a burning house, it's to snatch the person out. It's not to run in, beat them up, and do all the other stuff the police do.
Hmm?
And they ain't got so bold, dude. They actually got cameras on their chest, and they still beating you up.
Facts.
So,
Facts. Back in the day, have you ever considered wanting to be a firefighter at one point?
man, to be honest, hell, my whole life until recently, I was like 165, dude. So it's no way I'm carrying a 200-pound body down a flight of stairs or up a flight of stairs. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Like, I just recently gained some weight a couple months ago, and I got up to like 190. I probably still couldn't do it now, so I know I couldn't do it back then.
Hmm. You don't think there's no certain way that they teach you
Yeah,
to carry?
they give you that 175-pound dummy to put on your back and climb up and down the steps.
Hmm.
From what I understand, from what I know from firefighters training, they was like, you got to get the heavy dummy, and man, I don't think I'd be able to do that.
Right. You want to read what Jay said about the firefighters?
He said firefighters deal with real action daily. It's rough work worrying about everything rather than one problem at a time. And see, I believe firefighters get more respect because, well, I mean, police have dangerous aspects in their job too, but you got to be a special something, dude, to see a building burning down and still run into the building anyway.
Right.
Cause like
Man.
it's been examples out here in Memphis where it's been shooting and the police will drive and hear it and keep going.
Hmm.
So that's basically doing the opposite of what that firefighter's doing.
Hmm. That's true.
Yep.
Say what? My cousin was one. Oh, okay, Jay. Shout out to your cousin. Okay, what you want to read what Diana said?
Says I find it funny how California they recently removed the insurance of fire damage to houses right before the huge fires occurred in LA,
Oh,
the rich area of LA to be specific.
and what do you think about what's your 2 cents on the fires over here in Los Angeles? You think
Um,
that was they created that?
I most definitely believe they created it because from what I understand, it was big parts of that area that weren't burnt up.
Hmm?
And I mean, like for that big of an area to be burnt and some of those spots not to be, that would have to be controlled in some kind of way.
Facts. Now I was gonna ask you that. I'm glad you said that. For you to say that, I'm gonna say this. I believe when they did that, it was all for distraction. Now that distraction was a big distraction. Now, right? It killed many people. Then all of a sudden, it dissipated and disappeared. And now, what was going on right now in LA? I don't even know if it's going on anymore. The riots or whatever was going on. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
That
man,
that
that's pretty much what the what the news does, dude. They overshadow. I'm not gonna say the stuff that happens is small, but they overshadow the big stuff with certain things. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things where they say, look over here so you can't see what we doing over here type deal.
Facts. It's all distraction. That now this is a question I'm gonna ask you. It's funny how a lot of things that's going on, but it's like we don't see the bigger picture as in like, okay, I don't touch down on this, but with the whole Diddy aspect, you get what I'm saying? The man got found what, innocent on a couple counts or something like
I
that.
believe most of those things. I think like the sex trafficking and all that, he was found innocent. I think he was innocent on the major charges.
Do you just think that was just all just for entertainment?
I believe that Diddy is part of a group of to where to keep your rich and spoils, you have to abide by a certain guideline, and he stepped out that guideline, and he got dealt with.
What she say? She said no. Trump is part. See, that's what I said. Distraction. Exactly. This was all a big distraction for something else that's happening. On top of the whole them shooting. What do you think about the whole missile thing?
I believe they need to leave those people alone.
I
Uh,
believe that too.
Man, the craziest thing possible would be a American draft. Can you imagine that?
Dang. Oh man.
With the
An
kids that
American
I mean,
draft.
okay, I don't want it to seem like I'm down on this generation, but can you imagine if this generation had to go to war to fight for our freedom?
Oh shit. Man, they can't even work in fast food restaurant and give you your food correctly, man. Oh
That's what I'm
shit.
saying. Like, I'm just saying, man. Like, if that was what we'd be looking forward to, dude, we'll be in big trouble. We'll be in big trouble.
Cause you say you 38, so you ain't that far from me. I'm gonna be 34 in about a week from now. You know what I'm
Oh, that's
saying?
what's
You
up.
remember you yeah, you remember the time when we was going through Iraq. You remember that when
Hmm.
Bush was in house. And remember the
Hmm.
draft? Oh, they
Hmm.
was drafting everybody 18 and over. Didn't matter. Now we gonna get to the question about what you wanted to ask. So what do you think about Gen Z and how soft they is?
Man, it's ridiculous, dude. These kids, we talking about the same kids that stand on the corners or in front of grocery stores with these long ass AKs, but asking you for 35, 50 cents to buy cigars and cigarettes and shit. So
Right.
I'm like, but you can't say no too slick to them because, like I said, they probably will shoot you. So
That's the crazy part about this world, man. It's just shoot first, ask questions later.
I mean, just think about it, dude. Like these kids these days, they have so much technology to where they're forced away from having any kind of natural skills,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where I feel like technology is kind of bad because I truly believe that if you know how to do something the hard way, you can do it anyway.
Now, Jay, yeah, facts. Jay said parenting issues. So if you gonna say that, that means that would be me and Jay's generation. So do you think that a lot of us is effed up because these are our kids? The Gen
Let me
Zs is
touch
our
on. I can touch
kids.
on that too. I believe what they're saying at the same time, but that's for a reason too. Because honestly, how many years apart, we still had neighbors and members of the family that if they seen us doing something that was incorrect, they could pull us to the side and say, "Hey, man, that's bad. Don't do it. Go about it doing it this way." We can't do that to this generation without fear of being shot.
Right. They too much in
So I mean, they don't.
they too much into the Me Too era. Ever since this Me Too thing came out, it's all about me, all about me, all about me. Wham,
Man,
wham, wham.
that stuff is weird. That stuff is weird, dude.
It sucks because you can't tell a child or anyone of that caliber nothing. They ain't trying to hear it. They
Man, we
ain't
was getting whoopings in school.
right. So what do you think about
We
that
was getting
though?
our ass whooped.
What do you think about that though? How they're bringing that back about whooping people's kids? You heard about that?
No, I didn't know, but I'm glad you brought that to my attention. I can't say I'm against that at all because honestly, I got it and I turned out just like
Mm-hmm.
you had. When I was coming up, you had a choice. You either took whatever licks you got, or you got a 3-day suspension, right? So most of the time, if you just went ahead and got your licks, you got your licks or whatever, and you got back to class, your parents weren't notified. That pretty much squashed it altogether. But being that some kids don't even get disciplined at home, so they may need it at school.
All right. So do you believe that in this world that the kids still need discipline in their life, as in physically, tapping them on the ass or something? You know what I'm saying, and telling them that's wrong.
Well, I mean, in the era that we grew up today, where all they got to do is simply pick up the phone and call the police and say my parents whooped me, and it's a good chance their parents get sent to jail.
That's right. Yeah. What do you think? What
It
do you think?
wasn't
What do you think about us? Because it was an older generation, it was just something that molded us, but it taught us self-respect and how to respect our elders and stuff. But a lot of them say that there's a lot of PTSD from that. So do you believe that whooping your kid is not the answer to get to them, or sometimes you got to put a belt to that ass?
I'm more of a
Because
I'm more of a belt to
huh?
ass.
I mean,
I'm more of a belt
yeah,
to ass.
yeah, uh-huh. Same here. I'm not saying
And
that I don't honestly believe that you gotta beat your kid into submission, but I do believe, like, you know what I'm saying. You gotta teach them what's the ins and outs. You get me? And it's
exactly, because I mean, simply taking away a game or a phone that really doesn't give you any lesson on whatever you did. That just lets them know, okay, the next time I do it again, the only thing that's gonna happen is my stuff's gonna get taken.
and I think that's the problem, because like with us, a lot of us seen it was like, okay, yeah, I got whooping, like, you know what I'm saying, like, to no tomorrow, like, you got in trouble, nigga, you had to go outside and pick your own switch off the tree, or you getting hit with the
Real
extension
talk.
cord, or you
Real
know
talk.
what I mean, a shoe to your head or something like that, right? A lot of half of us, you know what I'm saying, they see it as like, well, I had that, but I ain't gonna do that to my kids. But yet and still, when you don't do it to your kids, it's just like, okay, they do something wrong. Like you said, you just let them go sit in the room and play video games and stuff. What are they learning from that? Or you still let them go do what they need to do? Ain't no repercussions. Ain't no discipline.
Right,
Which is
right. I
why which
mean,
is why the generation is what it is.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. It's soft, bro. It's soft. It's soft, and like they can't even do simple stuff like writing cursive.
right? Why is that? That's crazy how they don't teach cursive anymore.
I mean, the why is because they're not made to do so.
Mm,
They're simply not made to do so. Like that's crazy, dude.
Hold on, let's see what
I don't understand.
Diana said. Oh, can you scroll up a little bit? Go to where she talking about my son and daughter.
My son and daughter are being raised the way I was. I make sure my son knows what real morals and respect are. Everyone wants to play victim nowadays. My son will be taking accountability. I agree.
I agree too.
I agree.
Okay, my gorilla.
Accountability is the main aspect of it.
Yeah, just go ahead and read these, man. Just keep on scrolling. Go to Gorilla Gospel. Hey, welcome back,
Okay, it says
Jonathan.
a big part of the propaganda from TV phones, technology. It's about structure, guidance, and discipline in the household. I
Hmm.
agree.
Mm-hmm.
Jay says switch stings just as much as a belt, and marks come in a few hours. In my opinion, I'd rather have a belt than a switch any day.
Any day.
Any
Facts.
day. He says, I was the mom that put my son in the shower and popped his bare ass wet. I wouldn't use a belt, but he learned. Yeah, that sounds like some of that old school whooping right there.
For real.
There are different levels of discipline, but spare the rod, spoil the child. They want the new generation dumb. I mean, they dumb us down more and more within every generation anyway. So
Mm. I can't even imagine what the Gen Z's kids is gonna be like.
I
You
can't
know what I'm
imagine what the
saying?
technology is going to be like at that point.
Facts. What did it say? It's like not knowing cursive is wild. Our constitution is in cursive. Facts.
Yep, it is. It is.
Facts.
That's crazy. You got to make that
Yep.
ass whooping hurt so they know you're serious. Yeah. I
Yep.
mean, that's kind of the point of it.
And it like just like Joe said, it just sucks. You can't. That's the problem. You can't even really do that nowadays because they can run and call the cops, and then there you go. You know what I mean?
Now you in
That's the sad
jail.
part.
It says Diana says technology is already so advanced. AI came over decades ago, but they want us to be aware of things that they're 10 steps ahead. Oh, most definitely. That's what we were stating earlier on the chat that these technologies that we're getting now, they basically had locked up in a vault 20 years ago and just presenting it to us in these times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Y'all keep coming with the questions, man. Come on. So everyone isn't going to make it. We have to do our part and reach who we can. You may speak one mind that will spark 1,000. Mm.
Man, somebody said I'm ready for the AI bot. Man, I'm not even gonna read that comment.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you can read that one though. You can read Diana's though. We already have cancer. That's what you saying.
Okay, she said we already have a cure for cancer, but big pharma and insurance make so much money from keeping those people sick. But I have a quick story.
Okay. I believe that too. We was just talking about that. It just goes back to the whole control aspect. You know what I'm saying? It's
Man,
just to keep them.
for all we know, it's a natural remedy for every disease on the planet. But if that were to come out, they would basically go bankrupt. So they wouldn't
Which is
tell us even if it was.
why they killed off what's his name, Dr. Sebi.
Yep, yep,
Mm-hmm.
and probably Nipsey too, because he was gonna come out with a documentary about Sebi.
Facts, big facts. Yep. And that's crazy though. Why they do all that? Well, we know why they do all that. We know why.
Most definitely to remain in control of every aspect of human life.
That's the world in a nutshell, man. Control.
Yeah. And they do it. Hey man, I can't lie. They do a good damn. They some good puppet masters. I got
Yeah,
to
they
give it to them.
is.
I got to give it
Yeah,
to
they is.
them. I still ain't stopped getting up going to work every day. So I mean, they good at what
Right,
they
right.
do.
We still slaving.
My phlebotomy teacher has clients that pay $10,000 to get their blood drawn, sent over to Greece, spun in a centrifuge, injected with cancer cells, put back into the blood, and sent back over.
Yeah,
And
that's what they
re-
do. That's exactly what they do. That's the whole thing with
how the hell would they do
oh
that?
shit. I can't. Yeah, shit. I remember last time I was talking about COVID. They talking about I'm misleading the people. I gotta be careful what I say on here, man. Cause I got my 2 cents on that, man. Definitely on that.
That's
Yeah, rest in
crazy.
peace to Ozzy, man. Rest in peace to Ozzy Osbourne. Rest in peace to Malcolm. Yeah, Malcolm too. Theo from
Right, like from Cosby
Cosby.
Show.
That was crazy. Hey, tell me what you think about that. How is that even a thing? How do you drown accidentally?
Probably the same way that man, what's her name? Oh man, what's her name? Probably the same way Angie Scott was in a van with 7 people and she was the only one that passed.
Yeah, it just don't make no sense. There's something
No,
deeper there.
no, man. Like if you go out a lot, if you were part of that group and you could go out of line in any shape, form, or fashion, if it's bad enough, I believe they'll go on and take care of you.
Mm-hmm. What do you say? Once you say the C word, it's like that shadow people gonna pop up. Yeah, man, you gotta be careful with these key words, man. Like I said, I gotta get me a Patreon, man, so we can go ahead and keep it straight, raw and uncut. Say exactly what we need to say.
What you think about apparitions?
Like ghosts and spirits and everything.
Right,
I
right.
believe in that. I believe in energy. I believe that there's things there. I believe in poltergeist. I believe poltergeist is something that you create out of your own mind.
Hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Because that's usually what a poltergeist is, and plus it's all that negative energy you carry, which creates some.
Right. I
What you think
definitely
about
believe. I believe that I wouldn't necessarily say that we can see energy, but I definitely believe we can feel it because I mean, how many times throughout your life have you walked into somewhere and be like, "Man, I'm finna get the hell out of here," and just turn around and left?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's because you felt that negative energy in the room.
Right, 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 right. They are very real. Uh-huh. I believe in apparitions. I believe in energy. I believe that a lot of people do have unfinished business. And then we went back to what we was talking about with the afterlife. Like I said, I believe you have a choice. The afterlife is nothing of you going to well shit. That might hurt some of y'all, heaven or hell, but I believe it's what you choose. Like how he says with reincarnation. If you believe in reincarnation, then when you pass, that mind, that spirit is going, it's going to reincarnate. You're going to do so because that's what you believe in.
It says, I'm clairvoyant. Ever since I was young, I was able to see and communicate with spirits. I typically keep that to myself, though, because it draws the energy as if I speak it out loud. Yeah, when you
Mm,
speak it out loud, that's normally how you draw that energy to you, whether it's positive or negative.
right, the power of the tongue. You said blue orbs.
Yeah, I would probably say I believe in that. I believe in that type of stuff too, because that goes back to like the alien aspect. It's too many people that said they've seen it to like completely discredit everybody that's saying it.
Now, do you believe the aliens is from the sky or you believe they from the ocean? Do you
I
believe there's a
believe
portal in the ocean where they come out of?
I definitely don't believe they come out the sky because I don't think me personally I don't believe we can go that far into the sky.
I,
If you kind of
I
get
don't.
my drift of what I'm saying,
Yeah, because we ain't never landed on the moon.
dude, that man, was it Buzz Aldris? I've literally seen a interview of him telling a little girl that was basically a Hollywood set that they never even went to the moon. So
Yeah, I believe that though. I believe it. I believe it because look at the whole what was they talking about? Who was that? Gail King and all them, Katy Perry, all that. They said that was some CGI because there were certain things that just didn't look natural, and then like certain things they
right,
was
right,
doing, it wasn't true. I'm like, nah, we ain't never left out. We ain't never left out. We ain't never left out of this atmosphere because every time when they build rockets and stuff. It never makes it out there. Never.
right, and they for some reason when you see it, it looks like it's going straight up, but it's basically going at an angle.
Right. Right.
It's not even going straight up. And I can't recall what year it was. Have you ever seen any of those like those Red Bull New Year specials where they do all kind of stunts and stuff?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Did you catch that one year where dude basically went up into like the atmosphere and jumped off?
No.
It was like the world's like longest bungee. Man, he was so happy in the air, but we was arguing at work. I think this is one of our flat Earth arguments, but like basically, if you go that high up, you're supposed to see some kind of dip at the end, and we didn't see a dip. So man, they'll tell
Mm.
us anything.
What's your theory, man? You a flat earther or a glober?
Um, I'm a flat earther.
Okay. Do you want to
I'm
elaborate?
I'm most definitely a flat earther. Uh, yeah, I do. The sun, when you see the sun, it almost looks like the sun goes down and comes up in the same spot. But I
Mm.
mean, if the Earth is spinning in a ball like they say, wouldn't it go down and come up in like different spots? Or
Yeah.
you would
And
think
then
so,
they
at least.
and then they said about where was it? I don't know if it was China or something that they created their own moon or something like that, or their own sun or something like that. I don't know if you heard that.
I mean, some people say that the moon that we see every night is just a satellite.
Hmm.
I've heard
Now,
that
do you
before.
now do you believe in that whole that the moon is hollow? That it's almost down there like some Star Wars shit. It's like a space station or something. Like it's a hollow. It's just a hollow ball.
Um, Without getting too deep into it, I think the moon is what I would call a soul trap, right?
Mm,
So when you pass, as you're ascending up into the heavens or whatever, the moon is something that almost acts as like a searchlight to kind
Mm,
of get you and kind of throw you off. So instead of ascending and coming to your higher self, I believe it's like some kind of tactic to make you reincarnate. That's what I think about the moon. It's some kind of, I don't think it's just basically a rock that's up there shining down on us like that, you know? Because if you think
right.
about it, the moon emits almost as much light as the sun does during the daytime.
Facts. And then there's times where the sun and the moon's out at the same damn time.
I've seen that several times too. And like I said, if the earth was round, that would kind of be impossible to do for them to be in the same spot.
What would you call the moon though? Because if we on a flat plane, but it's showing us a globe, what is that? Is it just another flat plane surface that's leaning on another one?
Well, honestly, how I believe the world's built, that I believe it still spins, but it's just not a globe. I believe it's just like on, like, a plate or whatever, plate surface, and that probably rotates.
Right.
But I don't think it's how they told us. I mean, they can't even really tell us like how the actual countries were and the shape of actual countries. Like, for example, if you look at Africa on the globe, technically Africa is like 10 times bigger than how they show it on the globe. But they made it
Facts.
that size to kind of belittle Africa and make us think less of it. So
Right. Africa is really used. What do you say? The moon reflects the sun, so that makes sense. And then what do you say? We wouldn't have waves without the moon.
man, from what I understand, during the Aztec time is when the moon first popped up. Like, I can't remember what I was reading exactly, but it had something to do with the Aztecs, and it was just like complete darkness at first, and then out the blue, like the moon just popped up. So
Right.
was that
Right.
some kind of technology from Anunnakis or whatever? Or, it's no telling. We would never know. We would never know.
Oh, okay. You know about the Anunnaki. Okay.
Most definitely, most
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah, go ahead, Joe. Go ahead.
It says I've practiced paganism since I was in the eighth grade. It's crazy how the world paint people who are spiritual as demonic. There is no one belief that's right.
Like, but if we don't believe in some, we will fall for anything. Oh, damn, that's deep. So that her speaking on that, what you think about all these holidays, these pagan holidays?
Man, I'm gonna tell you this: if people were to really look up the meaning and what was happening back in those times with those holidays, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't celebrate them.
Right.
And I must go as far as to say that some of those holidays, like Christmas, I'm not even gonna go into that on here because I don't want us to get flagged. But
Right.
I'm pretty sure people would not celebrate that, dude, if they actually knew the meaning of it.
Hmm. And do you believe that, like, whatever they're doing in this world, that they are blocking our pineal gland on purpose? And like, if imagine if we all had that unlocked, do you think things would change in this world if we
I
all
believe
wake
if
up?
we all had it unlocked, then it's a lot of stuff that we can't see because it's not unlocked. And
Hmm.
since they have so many different ways of blocking it, I believe fluoride is a way to block it.
Right.
It's
Tap water,
several ways,
all
dude.
that, all that.
Tap water, like, and
So do you
that's why I kind of laugh at people when they say, "I'm not drinking tap. I'm gonna go drink bottled water." When bottled water is basically as bad as tap water is.
facts, facts, big facts, man? Damn. What do you say?
Says these
Deep
holidays are used as a monetary advancement, of course, because these days is almost a holiday every month if you think about it.
facts, and they create new ones every
Yep,
time.
yep.
Who is big homie? Oh, that's the homie Joe, man. Shout out to Joe from Memphis, man.
It was good. It
Yes,
was good,
sir.
chat. How everybody doing? We appreciate you guys for being here, listening to this good conversation. My guy,
Facts.
Wavy, was nice enough to bring me on. Man, it's been a hell of a time. I really appreciate you guys' time, man.
Yes, sir, brother. And oh, what you know? Wait, hold on, Diana. What you know about the Sampaku eyes? You know about the Sampaku eyes, Joe?
Is that symbol with the eye and then like the little thing going down with the little R looking thing? Is that what that is?
No. Sampaku eyes, I guess, is like how your eyes. I guess like if you know, like when you look in the mirror and your eyes is like full around your lids. I guess like if you don't have them, it's like your eyes are a little bit more higher.
Mm,
Does that make sense from your bottom eye? Okay, this your eye,
right,
this your Cyrus or whatever, but regular eyes go around the whole thing. A
right.
Sampaku eye is sort of like that. You ever seen people with eyes like that, where
No,
it
I
looks
can't say
like,
I have.
uh-huh. You would say they are destined to be cursed. That's what I heard, or they got something going on with their thing.
I
Yeah,
mean,
man.
what race of people carry those eyes?
It don't matter. It don't
It
matter.
don't. Okay, okay.
Yeah, it don't matter. It don't matter. What it say? It's people that have eyes that you can see the whites under. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Like you see more of the bottom white part exposed a lot more, while
Oh,
their eyes is still looking straight at you. Right?
damn! No, I've never seen. Have you seen something
Yeah.
like that?
I've seen a couple people with that. I've seen a
No,
couple people with that. Now you pay attention to that to certain people because it's like they eyes. I don't know how it is because like your eyes, I see they all the way around. So that means you good. You ain't got no negative shit going on, or you ain't
man, you
destined to
gonna
be
have me
cursed.
going around here looking at the white people's eyes now, man. Nah, you
No,
ain't good.
nah. Look it up, man. Just look it up whenever you get a chance, man. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's crazy stuff. Research it. Every single race carries those eyes. Yeah, that's all I was telling Joe. It's not a specific race. It's like it's a lot of them. It's everybody.
Boy, that's crazy. Yeah, I definitely got to look that up. That's a new one for sure.
Sampaku eyes. I don't even know how you spell it, but that's what it's called though. Sampaku eyes. Mm-hmm.
Why do you think most of us well, let me see the phrase I could use. African Americans don't carry life insurance.
Why do I think they don't?
Yeah. I mean,
Hmm.
let me ask you this: What is it going off a limb to say that most of us don't have it?
Yeah,
Would you
I
agree
would.
with that?
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah,
Why do you think that would be?
because they think we can't afford it.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And if anything, I mean, if you know about what's going on in today's society, they trying to make it white America again. So they trying to get rid of us.
Yeah.
You know,
I, I've I've even go as far as to say, man, for all we know, after ICE finishes with them, they might come after us next.
They come in as I say. Anyone of brown skin, fair skin, yeah, you got to be careful. All of us, cause shit, it ain't just the Mexicans, man, that we got to worry about. For real, like we going back into slavery days.
I can see that, especially if they bring all this robots and all this AI stuff in. It's for surely gonna be like that then.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's this survival of the fittest. So they trying to get rid of all the, it's like it sucks to say, but the strong gene people. You get what I'm saying?
Have you seen? Have you ever heard about that monument? I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it said something basically about dropping the world population down to like 500,000.
Oh yeah, yep. It's because we overpopulated.
Now, in your opinion, what kind of methods do you think would even be possible to? Because I mean, dude, it's
I
what
mean,
9 billion people.
yeah. There's too many of us. There's a lot of us.
I wonder what they would even do to kill off 8.5 billion people.
I mean, you already seen a little snippet. You know what I'm saying with the whole fires, the whole let's Hurricane Katrina. You know what I'm saying? Things of that sort. So I'm pretty sure they got their methods where they gonna take. Shoot, who knows? They might poison the food. They might. Who
The
knows?
water, yeah.
Water. Yeah, and that sucks though. Why they doing that? And I'm like, what they don't realize, what we don't realize is if we all was to stand up together, the government ain't big enough than all of us. We can outdo the government, but hey man, like I said, that goes back to the whole fluoride. That goes back to the whole control. That goes back to the people not using their brains, bro. We just living like slaves, bro. We just going with the
Oh man,
flow.
the Willie Lynch letters. made sure that we didn't come together and try to, revolt against the higher power. So
Facts. And it's like pretty much everybody's higher power basically is revolved around the dollar bill. And the dollar bill
yeah,
ain't worth a damn thing. It's not worth
it's really
nothing.
not. It's really not. It's just another man-made measurement. That's all.
That's all. Like it's literally just a piece of cloth. You know what I'm saying? That's worth nothing. We put worth to it. What you say?
Savage says not perfect, but God is working on me. Thanks for asking.
Hmm.
Okay, that's always good.
It's like we the people is only referring to the 1%. Right. But the 1% is what's running us. That's the problem. You know what I'm
Yeah, that
saying?
1% controls everything basically.
Hmm. It's like no, it's not money. It's like no, it's not. Money can burn, and it is no more. No, that's not true because they print out money every single day, which is why we broke like that. So if we was to burn all the money, we wouldn't even be able to get close to any of the money machines to try to destroy that. They just gonna make
I
more.
don't see how we owe. I don't really understand how we owe other countries like so much debt. Like we owe China like trillions of dollars, don't we?
Yeah. Yup. And that's a shame. And it's like I said, like they can't make money for like homeless people and build shelters and make sure everybody could have a damn house. Everybody.
Yeah, they could. They could. House, food.
Mm-hmm. Now, like if y'all printing out money every day, and the problem is they throw that on us. Like, oh well, we need this money so we can go get guns and ammunition for war, like you said. But yet we need to make our money back, so we gonna tax the hell out of y'all so we get our
And
money back.
the crazy thing is they take our money to fund the war, but we don't see the fruits of whatever, of the after effect. Like never.
Right,
So
right, right. All right, Diana. You said the eye of providence. Mm. But yeah, man. Like I said, man. As we close out, man. Shout out to my boy Joe, man, making this possibility, man. Thank you for being on the Stay Wavy podcast. I appreciate your
man, I
brain,
sure
man.
appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you dropping the knowledge on me, man. The only thing I ask is that in the future you guys bring me back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Say less. How you doing, Maria? Now, as we close out, man, if y'all got any more questions y'all would like to ask Joe, y'all go ahead and ask away. And if you got any one more question you would like to ask Joe, go ahead, man.
Uh no, not nothing that directly comes to mind, man. I'm just really appreciative and thankful that you would allow me to come on your platform and conversate with you in the first place, dude. I really appreciate it.
Of course. I love having you, man. Like I said, eventually the Stay Wavy podcast is eventually gonna turn into where we can sit down face to face, man. Speak on the mic,
Oh
man.
man,
You
most
know what I'm
definitely.
saying?
Most
And I
definitely.
would love to
Most
have you
definitely.
back as a guest again.
Most definitely. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. It's like we too soft now, subconsciously. Say we think we need them, so we allow it to happen. That part we do, we do. That's why I said we just like Joe said. It's like every day he still got to get up and go to work. I got to go to work
And,
tomorrow.
and see, that's the funny thing about it. It's not like it's not certain parts in time where we haven't all came together and done that. Black Wall Street, we done that. You know what
Right,
I mean? But you see how they burnt that down. So like they don't even give us the opportunity to get it started.
right.
Says,
Hey
do you
man,
like fried chicken? I
get
mean,
that up
who?
out of here, man. What's the man? Y'all better stop. It says preach, guys. It's like good chat and chilling here. Hey, that's right. You like what's the topic? It's just kind of we just kind of spitballing. You know, it's like yeah, man. We ain't worried about that. Like I said, man. If y'all got any last question y'all would like to ask Joe, hey, the table's open right now. So Maria, the topic is whatever you would like to ask. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead and ask away, and then we gonna jump back on the live again, man. We gonna see Joe back into the live, and we will have him back.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we waiting, y'all. Y'all, if y'all got questions, man, y'all go ahead and ask away now. Okay, where Joe from?
I'm originally from DC, but I grew up in Memphis, Tennessee.
Hmm. Tanja, you ain't got no question for Joe?
Man, whatever, anything y'all can come to mind, man. I'm pretty much an open book. I'll answer it with complete honesty.
Oh, now, don't be shy now. He said Joe looked like Immortal Technique. I don't know. I
Is
wouldn't
that a
say so.
rapper or something, or
Huh?
is Immortal Technique a rapper or something? Or
Yeah, he a rapper.
okay,
You never heard of Immortal Technique? Well, you from
no,
down
I
south.
haven't.
He a New York rapper.
Oh man, that's crazy that I don't know him because most of my favorite rappers from up north.
Oh, okay.
You know
Okay.
what? Why you just brought that to my attention, man? Give me your route, your Mount Rushmore.
Oh shit. That one's gonna be hard, man. That one is man. I would have to sit here and man,
I got you. I got you.
I couldn't really give you. I mean, I only know about two of them, man. Maybe three. It'd be Kendrick, Lil Wayne, and Jadakiss so far. So far, I can't give you my other two now.
Oh no, you said right. Jadakiss for sure. My on my Mount Rushmore it says, "Do you like to cook, Joe?" Oh, of course, I love to cook. I love to cook. I mean, but I love to eat too at the same time. So,
Hey, what's your greatest dish, Joe, that you can make?
um, either no, I'm just gonna say my gumbo, my seafood
Oh,
gumbo,
okay.
seafood gumbo.
You
What's your
said
take on
probably
women today? And should we adjust or change? Ooh, that's a good question. Um, Now if you asked me this question back in my era when I was coming up, I believe we was a little bit more leaning towards marriage, but we kind of live in a time where it's the we live in basically we live in the time of the side chick and the side dude. So
right. I was gonna ask you that because Tanja asked me that. That was a good question. I'm like, so what is your take on women being okay with being side chicks and all that, and same with men?
man, dude, everybody has to have a side chick and side dude. That's why all this disease spreading rampant like it is, dude. I ain't with none of that.
Facts. None of that.
It says, does Joe smoke? Man, of course. I'm gonna go smoke right after this interview.
Yes, sir. Tanja
I'm
said
surprised.
we.
I didn't want to smoke during the interview, but I'm definitely gonna smoke afterwards.
Oh, you could have smoked, man. No
Oh
biggie.
man, I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping.
All right, all right. So who's
What's
your
your
biggest
biggest
influence?
influence?
Who is your biggest influence?
You know what? I got several, but I got several, man. But right off the top, I would have to say my Uncle Kevin, dude, because like I said, I moved out here when I was 7, and I think at the time he was maybe 13 or 14, and he was basically in high school, and he had his friends coming over playing the game, and like even though his older friends would be there, he would like never exclude me from anything. He wasn't gang related. He was straight up and down. He was a clean kid. He had a good job, and me growing up where I grew up at, that was definitely something that I needed to see. That really shaped me into the person I am now. So
Interesting. Yeah.
most definitely.
Say great hat, Joe.
Oh, the South Park hat.
Yeah, yes, sir.
I appreciate, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
I feel like women now refuse to let their man lead. Okay, so
Yeah, but
what you think about that? What do you think about? Do you think a man is actually a leader, or do you think the woman is a leader?
um, if you're going old school, I would say that the man is the leader and the provider. But they started that whole thing in the '90s where women wanted to get paid like men, and they want to be seen in the same respects as men. And in my opinion, ever since then, it's really tilted. Like the
Hmm.
women thinking they can be out here doing what the man can do, and like, no, it's not really supposed to be like that at all.
Okay. Say what's your
It's
say? You can read that.
It says, I feel like it says they make it competition with their spouse instead of working together. Yeah, they do.
Hmm.
They do. They don't
Mm.
believe in. They got problems with going 50-50. I never understood that. Why a
Mm.
woman would have problem going 50-50.
Right. Right.
So you mean to tell me instead of going 50-50, you just gonna go 100 by yourself?
Mm. Mm. I believe that's what I believe too. I believe if I have a woman, I would like her not to need me. You get me? But she
Right.
want me. You get
Right.
me? So it's like I
Right.
would like for you to go out and have your own money. Go out and get your own things too. You know, and meet me halfway because that comes back to the whole team aspect.
It says women are the backbone of the relationship and household, but women are trying to overpower the man's authority. The women are actually trying to be men.
Mm.
It says, do you think marriage is becoming least of the norm today? Oh, of course. Of course. I
Mm.
mean, you fear it's almost like an aspect of to where you fear being loyal because it's almost for certain that you'll be cheated on at some point. That might sound bad, but these days with the Instagram and the Facebook really messed up a lot of relationships.
Mm. And
It really messed up a lot.
do you think that the woman is too busy trying to be more masculine nowadays?
Um, yeah, until it's actually time to be masculine.
Right. Right.
Until it's time to get out in the blazing sun in the middle of the highway and change a tire. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, but then again, that might be a little bit of our fault too, because like I said, I feel like that started in our generation, anyways.
Facts. Facts. What she say? I want a man that can benefit me, and I can benefit them. It's like if my man's at 40%, I'll cover that 60% that day. It's about communication and compromise. That's a really good answer though, Diana.
It
I
is,
like
man,
that.
for sure, for sure. Because like somebody asked me the other day, would I rather have trust or loyalty?
Mm.
And I told him straight up, I'd rather have loyalty because if I got loyalty, I ain't got to worry about trusting you.
I was about to say that. I'm like, them two things go hand in hand.
You know what I'm saying? But then again, you could trust somebody and they not be loyal.
Mm. Mm.
So
Which song best represents your life? Damn, that one's hard.
man, if I had to say one right off the top, it would be "I Don't Get Tired" by Kevin Gates.
Ooh, good song, good song, good song. Because women are easy today, so why should a man try? Hmm.
Um, that's kind of like the expression "Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free," right?
Facts. Facts. Love
I
isn't
mean,
real.
back in the day, if you want to see a woman half dressed, you would basically have to go out to a club or something to do that. Now all you gotta do is pick up your phone and go to Instagram.
Right, right. You said love isn't real if you really think about it. Well, can you elaborate on that? Because I believe love is all around you. Love is not just a relationship. Love is love. You feel me? You love as like I love my guy Joe here, you know, as a brother. You feel me?
Much
Love is
love, much
everywhere.
love.
I don't think
Right.
love is just only part of a relationship, you
If
know?
anything, love is all about keeping the positive energy.
There you go. Said Joe, you are so deep. That man got a brain on him, man. That's what I told you, man.
I
That's
gotta,
why
I do a little something, dude. It's literally been days at work, dude, where we had these conversations and we sitting out there 3-4 hours on the clock. And
man, I love it.
I got the bosses, the leads, I got everybody wrapped up in conversation, and we just out there having a whole conversation for hours, dude.
I love it, man. I love it. This is the kind of shit I love right here. I love like-minded individuals. I love this. Like I tell y'all, man, get y'all intellect up, man. Learn some. You ain't never too old or too young to learn something new, man. Shoot.
Says how old are y'all? I'm 38. I believe my brother's here is 34. He said.
I'm turning 30. I'm pretty much 34, but yeah, I'm turning 34.
Oh.
Yeah, we ain't that far apart.
Man, you gonna try to go to any games this year?
Games as in,
As in Raider games? Well, hold
oh
on. Never mind.
shit.
I'm sorry. I forgot the Raiders in Vegas. My bad. My bad. My bad.
That ain't
I
nothing
had
wrong with
I had
that
to think
shit.
about what I was asking you.
No, that's okay. Shit, if I can, I'll make it happen. I'll go to a Las Vegas Raiders game. Yes, sir. I gotta
Yeah.
support my boys.
So you don't feel indifferent because they moved to Vegas?
You fucking right. I feel some type of way. Hell yeah, they need to come back to Oakland, boy.
Hell, I don't see
Shit.
why they couldn't help.
You said constructive. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Like I said, man, we going y'all come back and join the live. Like, hey, Joe, I appreciate you being here, brother. I'm
No
gonna let you
problem,
go
bro.
ahead and get your smoke on, man. Thank you for being here on the Stay Wavy podcast. Thank y'all for being a part of this. Thank y'all for talking to Joe. Man, I'm gonna say, Lenny, one last thing y'all gotta say, man, and y'all say y'all farewells, man. We gonna catch him in another one too. We gonna get him back on here.
No doubt, no doubt.
Oh, you said Canelo or Bud? No bias. I'm going for Bud, man. I'm going for Bud, man. Don't get me wrong, Canelo, he a beast. But
Yeah,
I'm
he
going for
is, man.
who
But you
you
know what? I'm
who
not gonna lie to you, dude. That last time Bud went up and he fought the Russian, he had problems, dude, and he didn't even go
he
up to the weight that Canelo's at now.
facts.
So
Facts.
I like boxing, but I love UFC. I'm more so like a UFC fan, but I watch boxing and I watch pretty much any sport during this time because I ain't got football season.
Right, right,
Nice talking
right,
to y'all
right.
too, man. I appreciate you guys tapping in with us and being a part of this good conversation we're having tonight. I really appreciate everybody in the chat.
Hell yeah. Now are you into subscribers? Would you like anybody to subscribe to your channel? And if so, go ahead and let them know the channel, man.
Uh Man, basically I'm really just getting my channel started up. I ain't really just really had a chance to put no time into it. I've been so busy with outside stuff and working kids and can I
I
talk
feel
UFC next time? Of course. Of course.
course.
Football too.
Of
Football
course.
too. Football too. We gotta throw
Football
some football
too.
in there.
Like I said, when we get Joe back on here, man, we'll have some fun conversations, man. We just wanted to, get that stimulating conversation up in here.
Man,
You
I'm,
know
I'm
what
glad
I'm
I'm
saying?
glad you guys got me on, man. It's been a ball, dude. I can't even lie, it's been a ball, man.
I'm glad you have fun, man. For real, for real. And on that note, man, hey, man, much love, Joe.
I appreciate
Yes,
you guys, man.
sir.
You guys take it easy, man.
All right, brother. One love.